Hello everybody, Arturo Johnson here, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to get leads and find the 3% that are ready to buy now. And before we get started, if you guys enjoyed this video, click the link below and you can join a free masterclass that I'm doing. It's going to be a ton of information just like this that you can take away and implement immediately. And if you like this video, go ahead and click the like button. If you find this content helpful, you can go ahead and subscribe to get more videos and hit the bell there to receive more value videos just like this. As well as if you agree or disagree with this, put some comments in the comments section below, and I'll be answering those after this video. I go through and answer every single question after all of my videos. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. And so how to get leads and find the 3% that are ready to buy now. And so here's a little description of some of my numbers here. And as you can see, in a very short period of time, in the short month of February, I set 93 meetings using this method. And I did 12 applications. And I did this in only 21 working days, and there's a ton of different metrics on here. Income per meeting, which is about 85,000. And so I just wanted to share with you a little proof of that, and how I started with probably, making $100 a day, cold calling, doing those kind of methods, and they weren't getting me results. And then once I figured out this method here, everything changed for me. So I just wanted to give you a little background and a little information on how this is so powerful and how you can use this in your business today to really scale your business up and get some qualified leads. And so, in a very short period of time, I went from struggling and not having any money to being a six-figure consultant. And I did this in a relatively short period of time. I would say probably 6 months and 29 days. And I'm on pace to do 100K per month in 2020. And so these things are really powerful. But more importantly, there's a ton of misconceptions about doing things online and kind of going virtual to get leads. And so I just want to kind of talk through some of those before we get started. And a lot of people think that to go virtual, you kind of have to have a degree in coding and have a ton of experience with computers. A lot of people think that to go virtual, you need to have a fancy office and staff, and you need to get your name out there networking. And also to go virtual, that you need to meet with clients in person 3 to 4 times and give a complicated you need to give complicated advice to solve their problems. And the truth is that's a huge misconception. These days, clients do not want to meet 3 and 4 times. And so if you can solve their problem, would they meet with you, or would they meet with the advisor or agent that can solve all of their problems in one meeting and protect their families? And so those are some huge misconceptions. And I'm going to show you the only 3 things that you need to have a 6 and 7 figure virtual financial services business online. And really, the only 3 things that you really need to have a 6 and 7 figure financial consulting business online really is you just need to pick a niche, right? You need to know who you serve, and then you need to have a proven system to generate appointments, right? And so if you pick a niche and you have a proven process to generate appointments, then the only other thing you need is a repeatable process to turn those strangers into clients. And so if you have those 3 things, you have a niche, you have a system to generate appointments, and then you have a repeatable process to turn strangers into clients, that's all you need. And so we're going to talk about these 3 steps here. And the first one is picking your niche. And so, why would we pick a niche? I want to help everybody, right? We hear that a ton. We hear agents and advisors saying, they serve any and everybody and anybody that can fog up a mirror, right? Well, the reason why is because specialists, they earn more money and kind of get more respect, and they have more fun. And this kind of takes me back to the general practitioner and the brain surgeon. And the general practitioner, right, he works in this little dingy office every single day. He's happy. He is meeting with people who have a cold, who have foot fungus, who have a rash, and he's just meeting with clients constantly, or patients constantly, every single day. And he works a ton of hours, and he's just in that dingy little office every single day. But the brain surgeon, he does probably 2 to 3 surgeries a week, and the only thing he does is come in, wash his hands, put his gloves on, put his mask on. He does the surgery. He's in and out, and before he gets there, the patient is prepped, they're sedated, they're ready to go, and the surgeon just comes in and does what he does best. And he makes 4 to 5 times what the general practitioner makes. And so this is why this is important, because your message and your presence online is very, very powerful. So it makes your conversations more meaningful, and it's just a lot easier to get clients when you know exactly who you should be talking to. And this is just a thought, but my opinion is it's hard to be the best at multiple things, but it's really, really easy to be the best at one thing. And so what I want you to understand from this is, to become a rainmaker in business, you do that when you become king of your mountain, right? And so what does that look like? It's you need to define your mountain or your niche, and then you need to climb to the top of it, and you need to defend it. And so when you become king of your mountain, prospects, they come to you instead of you chasing them. Generalist agents and advisors are no longer your competition, and so you stand out. And the reason why that's great is because 99% of agents and advisors don't have a niche. They don't know who they serve. They don't have a predictable system in place to generate appointments, and they don't have a rinse and repeat system in order to generate clients. And so just by doing these 3 things alone, it just sets you apart from all the agents. And so they're no longer your competition, And so prospects would literally be booking appointments into your calendar and begging to meet with you. And you get to advise people instead of trying to convince them that they need this. So, let's really just talk about defining your mountain right now. And so, the way that we do this is with this simple diagram here, which is the industries that you know. So let's think through this. What are some industries that you know? What are some things that you are really, really educated and knowledgeable about, right? A lot of times, a lot of advisors and agents in this business have had careers doing other things. What were those things that you used to love, that you were so passionate about? And if you can't remember those things, you can go and look through your YouTube history, and usually you'll start to see some patterns of the things that you searched and looked online for. And these things are really, really helpful. And if you're married or have a significant other, you can really just ask them, hey hon, hey babe, what's the one thing that I just won't shut up about? And usually it's about one of those things that you know a ton about, or something that you're excited about. And so that's how you can figure out what industries that you know a lot about. So in the comments below, share with me a few industries that you know a lot about. What industries did you come up with? You can also take a look at the skills that you have. So what skills do you have, right? Tradesperson, if you like to do hair, makeup, if you are really good into building things, if you really love computers, all sorts of things. And so this is how we can really start to focus on that niche. And then what you want to focus on is the needs and desires of the market, right? And so with the market, typically, if you know a lot about the industry and some of the skills that they have because you used to be in that industry, then the needs and desires, you can really just kind of think back through those things and really just kind of focus on, what are some of the things that I used to think about and long for and want. And that's how you can pick your niche. And when you do that, that's when you really just have a phenomenal sweet spot. And this is the heart and crux of picking a really good niche. And so you really just want to kind of research the market's needs and desires. And once you do this, and you understand the industry's needs and wants, you can really take a step back and just look and dissect their pains, desires, and problems. And to do this, you need to do a little bit of research to just be very accurate, because you want to use those 3 things that I mentioned, but then you want to dig a little bit deeper. And there's an exercise that I would like for you to complete. And this is really, really simple when researching any niche. So let's go ahead and just take a look at that real quick. So where do you go for information like this? Well, you can start by going to the top 10 blogs in that niche, right? So where do we get that from? Well, you can take a look at buzzsumo.com. And this is great. This place to get information on your niche is phenomenal. This is one of the best sites. It's really helped me a ton. And so you can go on there and look, and you can look up the most popular blog sites, the most popular posts, and then go into the comments and kind of see what people are saying. You can research the top 10 influencers in that niche and see what they're saying. You can also look up, you can Google search the top 10 books in that niche and kind of see what they're saying. And then once you do that, you can consider emailing 50 to 100 people just to kind of ask them a couple questions to really thoroughly understand your niche. And again, by doing this alone, this will set you apart from 99% of advisors and just put you light years ahead of them and just really stand out from the competition. This is really, really simple. And so the next thing is to really define your message in the marketplace and make sure that it resonates. And we use a very, very simple formula to do this. And this is called the I help blank to blank statement. And this is a powerful formula that whenever someone comes up to you to ask you who you serve, you can clearly articulate that in just one sentence. And so what does that look like if we were to fill the blanks in? So I help niche to solve problem or get result by blank, which is whatever service that you offer. So let's try to fill in one of those. So I help new moms to lose 30 pounds in 30 days by this new keto-friendly diet. So if we were just filling in something, I'm just shooting from the hip, but that's some way that we can fill that in. So you would put your niche and a problem that you would solve for them from the research that you've done, and then you would insert by your service or offer. And so this is how you can get your first few high-value clients. And now I'm about to share with you the strategy of how I'm able to use this same formula to get between 5, 10, excuse me, and 20, even 30 new clients per month. And it's really simple. And so this is what that process looks like. Our process from start to finish. And I smile every time I see this because this has been so powerful. We use a Facebook ad to a landing page, to a value video, to a survey, to a calendar, and then we hop on a call. And right now Facebook is just the number one place to get clients right now. The targeting is phenomenal, and this is the easiest way for you to be able to find the perfect client. And so here's a little example of kind of what that looks like. And so if we were just going to target doctors, we could go in here and easily find a search, and just right off the top, without even doing anything, Facebook has narrowed this down to 33,000 doctors in just a few clicks of a button. And so after you do that, you can start to create an ad, which is really easy and simple. And here's an example of that. Are you a doctor looking for help planning for retirement? Right? Very simple and easy ad. And usually when we do this, we pay Facebook about $1 per click. And this is every time someone sees our ad, it'll be shown to thousands and thousands of people. But anytime someone that's a doctor that's interested and they click on the ad to learn more, then we just pay Facebook $1. And so then the next phase of this is a landing page. And a landing page is very simple. It's just a simple one-page web page that's not your website. And this landing page is a page that after they click on Facebook, they land on this page. And when they land on this page is designed to only do one thing, which is to capture their information so that we can follow up with them. And you can build this within a couple minutes without any tech skills. Like I said, this isn't something that you need to be techie about. And usually, when visitors convert to this, you can get an opt-in rate of about 33%, which is pretty normal. And so here's what an example of a landing page would look like. How to save money tax-free without the risks of the market. And in here you can see we keep it congruent, and we just use this same photo, and we just want to capture just a little bit of information from them. So if they are interested, right, we can follow up with them, or they may want to set an appointment. And so usually we convert about 33%, and that's about a $3 per lead cost. So we're paying $1 per click and then $3 per lead. So the next is the video, and this is a video where you can just create something really simple and easy, probably 3 to 5 minutes, and you can record this strictly from your iPhone. And you want to just start out by talking to the prospect that you're thinking about, and really just talk about the problems that they have and the solution that you can offer them. And then at the end, you just want to have a call to action, and basically saying, if you found this helpful, then go ahead and schedule an appointment. So let's say we were doing one right now. So hello everyone, this is Arturo Johnson, and I help physicians who have six-figure balances of student loan debt, and they've been paying on it for 15 to 20 years, and they're getting hammered in taxes by Uncle Sam. And so what I've been able to do is help them to strategically have a plan in place to pay off that debt in less than 10 years, as well as stock away some safe dollars that aren't correlated to the market. But you can also use them to get the upside without the downside. And what I found is that a lot of doctors that have worked with me, they've been able to get out of the rat race of being burnt out. They've been able to save more money. They've been able to plan more for their business. They've been able to retire on time or early, because a lot of doctors have to continue working because their expenses just continue to grow with their income. And so if this sounds like you, click the link below and get my 5-point PDF system to help you mitigate taxes and pay down your debt. Something really, really simple like that. And so it would just be something simple like that. You can just create a video and put that in there. And then once they watch the video, then they can book an appointment with you. And usually that same $3 is what they would get next for putting their information in. And so we would basically be paying $3 per viewer. And then the next step after they watch the video is the survey. And so this is how we get our prospects to really just give us a little bit more information after we've seen that they're interested. And this is just so we can figure out if they're a good fit or not. So, we just don't want to be getting on the phone with anybody. We only want to be talking to the 3% that are ready to buy now. And so in this survey, we'll just ask them some small questions. What's their business size? What's their revenue? The value of their portfolio, and then any financial concerns that they're having right now. We just want to know a little bit of information so we will know what to kind of talk about when we get on the phone with them. And so this is how this looks. It's really simple, just the same fields: full name, email, what's your biggest financial concern, what's the value of your portfolio, what is your household income. And so usually we convert about 10% of those, and that comes out to about $30 per application. And then after they fill out the application, then they can go and book a call with us. And then this is what that looks like, because we use a custom software here. And this is fully automated. They pick the best time for them and their time zone, and then this books right into our calendar. So this is great, and it's really simple. They'll get an email, you'll get one, it'll pop up on your calendar, it'll pop up on their calendar, and then there'll be some follow-up in there to make sure that they show up for that appointment. And that same $30 after they fill out the survey, and the next step is the application, and so it's essentially $30 for that appointment. And then the next thing we do is just hop on a call with them. And everyday prospects, in our niche, they schedule appointments with us. And so this is fully automated. They go through this whole process, and we just hop on a phone call or Zoom, and we just take them through. One of the most important pieces, though, is a script. And I have a 45-minute script to close clients over the phone, bada bing, bada bong, in one single phone call. And if you do all of those things, but you don't have a proven script, then you're just leaving thousands, even $10,000s of dollars on the table, because you don't have a predictable and repeatable process to take them through to close warm leads and turn them into hot prospects. And so when we do this, we close probably 1 in 4, so about 25%. And so what that breaks down to is about $120 to acquire a client, right? Yes, $120 to acquire a client. So let's do some math here. So we're paying $1 per click, $3 per lead, $30 per appointment, and $120 to acquire a client. Now, would you pay $120 to acquire a doctor that potentially on the low end could be worth a $500 per month case? Of course you do. Of course you would, because I would too. And so, when you execute this correctly, you can end up with 5, 10, even 20 new clients every single month. And you can just pick and choose who you want to work with, because you can look through your calendar and say, okay, yes, 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 yes. Okay, the bottom 20%, you can cancel those and only speak to the 3% that are ready to buy now. And that's how you figure that out, by closing 1 in 4 or 1 in 5. And just imagine, speaking to your ideal client every single day, cherry picking the top 25 to 50% of those, and just closing business. It's pretty much like shooting fish in a barrel. And so, how well does this work? Well, if you look here, you can end up filling up your calendar with no problem every single week, and only speak to people who are ready to buy now. And this is very simple, easy, and this is real. And so if you found this helpful, go ahead and click the link below in the description, and you can get some more information on this. And it's https://go.arturojohnsonconsulting.com/case study. And there is a phenomenal masterclass that goes into depth and detail even more on these things. And I just wanted to show you a little bit of, kind of what I've seen that works, and what I've seen that works for a lot of advisors and agents in our program. And so I hope this was helpful. If you liked it, if you hated it, like it. If you have any more questions or would like some more information about this, comment below in the comments section. And if you would like more videos that are value packed like this, click that subscribe button and the bell so that you can be notified every time I'm creating these videos. And I will be doing one of these every single day for the next 30 days. And then moving forward, there'll be one video value packed every single week. And so again, this is Arturo Johnson, and I hope you guys found this video helpful. Thank you.